You guys are probably wondering, James, where the heck are you now? Well, I'm at my grandma's house, so I just wanted to pound this video out for you guys. Get this one out to you as the Blue Jays lose the series finale and lose the series to the New York Yankees 8-3 at Yankee Stadium. And the story of today's game was really Wilmer Font did not open the game very well for the Blue Jays, and Trent Thornton in the second inning gave up the 2-run shot to DJ LeMahieu, and just like that, after 2 innings, you're down 6-0. Coming into the ball game, you know, we hear, if you told me that Wilmer Font was going to give up that, and Trent Thornton would give up a few runs, and no Gurriel, no Vladdy, it doesn't look pretty good for the Blue Jays, and that's exactly what happened today, as they lost, like I said, they lost 8-3. They had the Jays actually out-hit the Yankees 9-7, but it was the long ball that really got the job done. Like I said, Wilmer Font in 1 inning, gave up a couple hits, walked 2, and gave up 4 runs. He gave up the solo shot to Aaron Judge, and then the 3-run shot to Brett Gardner. The home runs were the difference maker in the game for the Yankees. They were up 4-0 after the first. And like I said, off of Trent Thornton, a 2-run shot, DJ LeMahieu. But then we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and a very controversial call at second base. Ground ball by Aaron Judge. Great play by Richie Durante to get it, spin around, fire to second, and Buchholz gets him. Oh wait, no, Joe West calls him safe, which is crazy, saying his foot was off the base. They go to review. It's clear as day that his foot was on the base. He should be out. You're hearing Buck Martinez and Pat Tabler saying, no doubt about it, he's out. You're looking at Buchholz. He's like, he's out, no problem. Look at Luis Rivera on the bench. The guy's losing his mind. They come back from review. He's safe. Ridiculous. And that right there changes the complexity of that inning. I'm not saying the game, because you're already down 6-0. But that inning really changed from that point onward. Because, you know, it would have been a guy at first with 1 out for Stanton, who actually flew out. So that would have been a runner, at the very latest, a runner at second with 2 out, with no runs across. But instead, that happens, and they get 2 on and nobody out now. And then Giancarlo Stanton hits a fly ball deep. There's a pass ball. I think both runners move up. And then a fly ball brings home 1. And then Luke Voit singles to center field, and the run comes home. And they pile on 2 more. A really bad call turns into 2 runs. And the fact is they went to the review, and they still called them safe. That's the part that baffles me. I don't understand it. Nobody understands it. But whatever. It's the way it goes. Jays down 8-0. Bottom of the 7th inning, Billy McKinney gets a 2-run shot. Great job for him. His 10th home run of the season. And with that home run, I'm trying to find the thing here. The Blue Jays become the... hold on. So the Blue Jays, I think they're the first team in big league history to have 10 home runs. Six rookies to have 10 home runs plus. And if you guys understand what I just said, let me repeat it. So the Blue Jays set a major league record when outfield Billy McKinney hit a 2-run shot. McKinney's 10th home run made the Blue Jays the first team in MLB history to have 6 rookies reach the 10 home run plateau in the same season. The future is bright for the Blue Jays. We know that. But we know where the Achilles heel is with the Blue Jays. And it's the pitching staff. We all know it. It's not any surprise to anyone. You know, and Seton Font and Trent Thornton really struggled today. I think it's a big issue. I think that was the big problem in the game, you know, because you were down so much early on. Jason Adam and Buddy Boshears came out, and they had clean innings once they came out of the bullpen. And I got to say, you know, Buddy Boshears' ERA is now below 5. It's shocking, but it is. Jason Adam, he's done a great job for the Blue Jays. ERA of 3.5. You went an inning, did not allow a walk, didn't allow a hit, didn't allow a walk, didn't allow a run, struck out a batter. Great job for Jason Adam. And with that inning, he's thrown 18 innings and has an ERA of 3.5. He's been a very serviceable player for the Blue Jays, and it's been a lot of fun watching him pitch out there. But offensively, there wasn't a whole lot of positives, except for Billy McKinney getting another home run later in the ball game, his 11th home run of the season. And he ends up 2 for 5 in the day, has 3 RBIs, obviously the 2 home runs, he gets all the runs scored, or all the RBIs, scores 2 runs in the game as well. Great job by Billy McKinney in this one. Clay Buchholz goes 1 for 3 in the ball game. And Randall Grichuk 2 for 3, Jonathan Davis 1 for 1, Reese McGuire 1 for 4, Richard Urania 1 for 2 with a walk, and Brandon Drury 1 for 4, and that rounds out what the Blue Jays did offensively in the game today, which wasn't very much. But you guys look back to about a week or 2 ago when the Blue Jays had a full healthy roster. Maybe not Gurriel healthy, but let's say they have all of them together. Bichette, Guerrero, Biggio, and Gurriel Jr. Those 4 guys, you remember 1 through 4 in the lineup. The Blue Jays had 1 of those 4 guys in the lineup today. When you face the New York Yankees and Luis Severino is on the mound, and you put out that type of roster with those 3 guys out, now we know what's happening with Bichette and with Guerrero and Gurriel. Obviously, Gurriel, came back from the injured list not too long ago. Guerrero, I guess, is just having a maintenance and off day nonetheless for him. So it's just an awful game. It's a recipe for a disaster, and that's what happened in today's ball game for the Blue Jays. The good news, though, we do not have to play on the road anymore. That was the last road game of the season for the Blue Jays. They now head home for the final 6 games of the season. Baltimore for 3, Tampa for 3, and then we're finally done this ridiculous season that we've had. I apologize, guys, for the kind of the lighting issue here, but there was no other way of doing this, so I apologize. But let's break down the next series as the Blue Jays welcome in the Baltimore Orioles for the final series against them this season. First game is tomorrow night, 7:07 first pitch. Dylan Bundy against Clay Buchholz. That's the expected starters right now. And in game 2, it looks like it's an Anthony K start. 7:07 first pitch at Rogers Center, and I'm not sure who is on the mound for the Orioles right now. And in the finale on the Wednesday, Jacob Waguespack hits the mound for the Blue Jays, and I'm assuming it's going to be, you know what, I don't even know who it's going to be for the Orioles. And then the Jays wrap it up with a 3-game set after an off day against the Tampa Bay Rays to end the season. All right? So you know what, guys? I mean, look, this game was not great like last one. The offense, they were okay. They had 9 hits, and Billy McKinney, he did a good job. I liked what I saw from him today. Aggressive, and he did not miss mistakes. Now, ideally, when you're, he went 2 for 5, but he was 0 for 3 against real pitchers. And the other guys that came in were kind of like 6.5 ERAs because they're up 8-0. You don't need to see your main guys out there. So he had 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Great to see for Billy McKinney. 11 home runs on the year for him. He's now with the 2 for 5 today. He's only hitting .214 on the season, so nothing too crazy, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you guys did not enjoy the ball game today, if you're a Blue Jays fan, smack that like button to appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the lineup Charlie Montoyo threw out there today, your thoughts on Billy McKinney, your thoughts on Wilmer Font, Trent Thornton in the ball game today. I didn't think Trent Thornton was all that bad, other than the 2-run shot he gave up, and then the kind of little bit of a meltdown that he had in that 5th inning where it kind of stemmed from a horrible call. I didn't think he was all that bad, was Trent Thornton, but his line suggests that he had a rough game, so that's the way it goes sometimes. All right, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this entire Blue Jays team and what you're looking for the rest of the year, any type of positives you're looking for moving into the next season, all right? And check out my main man Mo Buckets on Twitter, guys. Blue Jays Wave on Instagram, guys. Great guys. Him and his buddy Rob, they've been doing that Instagram page for quite some time now. Show them some love on the page. They're doing great stuff, and I'm loving being on their podcast that they've been doing weekly. It's been a lot of fun. All right, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys Leafs edition in Game 5 of the preseason against Montreal at the Bell Center tomorrow night. All right, as the Leafs look to win their 2nd game in the preseason, and also continue to show positives heading into next season, because that's really what we're looking forward to right now. All right, and as for the Blue Jays, like I said, they come back home to start their final 6 games of the season against the Baltimore Orioles. Dylan Bundy, Clay Buchholz is the starting pitching matchup there tomorrow night. 7:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.